Hello, welcome to today's audio log. The time is 6:25 p.m. on the 16th of February 2024. Doing a little bit of a vlog sort of thing on my phone because obviously I am in York and I don't have access to my computer. So apologies if this is terrible quality, but I mean, I'm using my new phone and I'm hoping that it, does its job. Anyway, so yes, I am here in York. This is my room. The fan is going because it's really hot in here and I don't know why. And I feel like I'm melting. This is unnatural for England. So I'm struggling to adapt. But, at least they have a fan, so yeah. So I would show you more of the room. However, I took my trousers off because it's really hot, and so I'm not naked. I still have clothes on, but I'd rather not the internet see my bare legs. I think that's understandable. So this is this is probably all you're gonna get, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. I could even do. Whoa, look at that! Whoa, crazy. Anyway, yeah. So traveled up to York today. A pretty uneventful trip. Actually, except for one thing. One thing did happen. Um, I was able to travel up here in first class today. And so, when you're in first class, the staff on the train tend to be a bit more. What would the word be? They will definitely check your ticket if you're in first class. If you're not in first class, they don't really care. I mean, they do, but they're not going to go through everyone and check everyone's tickets, right? It's only if you're in first class. So I was sat down and I reserved a seat this time because last time I travelled up to York, I did not reserve a seat, and so on the way there and on the way back, I had trouble with people claiming that I was in their seat and blah blah blah. It was a bit of a mess. I ended up standing for a lot of the journey, and it was pretty miserable. So I made sure to reserve a seat in first class this time. I had no issues. I chose a single seat, and wasn't expecting anyone to sit opposite me, but turns out there was. It was a young girl, maybe like I don't know how old she was. We didn't talk or anything, but she seemed nice, I guess. We got on at the same point and got off at the same point, so we shared that journey together. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, just I was sat opposite this person. Anyway, back to what was I saying? Tickets, right? So I was sat down. The ticket lady came down the aisle, asking for everyone's tickets. I showed her my ticket. She was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then she asked for my rail card, which I didn't think I would need because I'd already purchased the tickets using my rail card, but I guess they wanted proof of some kind. I don't know. I did not have it on hand when I got my new phone, because it's a digital rail card. When I got my new phone, that information did not transfer over. I had to like reapply it, kind of. And I had not done that yet. So when she asked for my rail card, I wasn't able to produce it straight away, which kind of sent me into a little bit of a panic. She said, "Don't worry about it. I'll be back shortly, and you can show me that." So the entire time while she was gone, I was frantically searching for my rail card, trying to reapply it to my account or whatever. I ended up having to reset my login details because I had forgotten my password, and I needed a new download code, and it was it was a big mess and whatever. Anyway, long story short, she came back and completely just walked past me. Didn't even ask for the rail card that I just spent the past 5-10 minutes panicking over. So yeah, that was a thing. That was the only thing that happened on the trip, really. I guess at least I have my rail card on my new phone now, so it's for the future. It's fine. But yeah, pretty uneventful trip. Apart from that, I straight away, once I arrived here in New York, I straight away went to my accommodation, checked in, ran into another problem. Apparently the deposit for the room had not been paid. It was only reserved or something. So when I went to the check-in counter, they were like, blah blah blah, what's your name? Gave them my name. They were like, oh yes, your room, blah blah blah. And then they were like, that'll be this much money. And I kind of started internally panicking again, oh, what? I thought I already paid. Turns out I hadn't already paid. It was just reserved or whatever, but yeah, I got that sorted fairly quickly. But that was an unexpected issue as well. And apart from that, I've kind of just been chilling in my room. This room, by the way, if I just sit up a little bit, this room is, ensuite bathroom. That's the front door around there. Standard room. It is just incredibly hot in here. The radiators that you can see, here and here, they are not turned on. However, the pipes running underneath them, so that one there, and you probably can't see it, but that one right there, those pipes are incredibly hot. I think they're transporting all the hot water or whatever goes through a radiator into the other rooms of the building. So even though my radiator's not on, it still feels like it is, and I'm, like I said earlier, feel like I'm melting, which is why that fan is on. Hopefully it's not too loud. And I'm sat here with no trousers on. Yeah, and the window's open too. Yeah. So that's pretty much been my day today. Not much else to talk about, I don't think. I need to put together a sort of plan for tomorrow. I already kind of know what to expect, what's going to happen, what I'm going to be attending, but I think just for the sake of doing it, making sure everything's organized, whatever, and I'm on time and stuff, I'm just gonna write down a list, like I did with the previous 2 open days, and I'm just going to just kind of write down a timetable sort of thing. The most important thing happening tomorrow is the Japanese and Korean talk, which is an hour and a half long. And I don't really know what it's going to entail, but an hour and a half is quite a long time, so I imagine there's going to be some sort of group activity or something like that. Which, yeah, should be interesting. Aside from that, like, not much else is going on that I need to pay attention to. I think I've already mentioned this, but all of the accommodation sites, except for one, will be viewable, so I will probably spend some time walking around the city and checking out the two accommodation sites that I have applied for, which I did earlier this week. One of them is very close to the campus, the other one is a bit further away. Hopefully I can find both and get a feel for what the rooms are like. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. So I guess I'll leave it here for today. I will be back tomorrow with the next one, and I'll be back home, so things will go back to normal. Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it as always. Until the next time, I guess. Good night.